This is Leadfoot. This is Topspin. And finally, this is Roadbuster. If you didn't already know, these three were part of a group called the Wreckers. They were introduced in Transformers Dark of the Moon. However, after Transformers Dark of the Moon, the fate of the Wreckers has been pretty unclear. Let's start off with Leadfoot. In Transformers Age of Extinction, Cade Yeager actually takes one of those KSI drones and he hooks it up and plays the footage, and what we see is shocking. We see Leadfoot getting hunted down by KSI. Based on the film, that basically confirms that he is not alive. But as we go to Topspin, it's a little tricky because there's nothing really confirmed on what happened to him except for this in Transformers The Last Night. We see this character with Agent Simmons in Cuba, and it looks a lot like Topspin, but it has Leadfoot's head. A lot of Transformers fans, including myself, believe that this is Topspin, but he's just paying homage to Leadfoot. But we can say Topspin is still alive in Cuba. But as we get to Roadbuster, it gets really interesting. To start it off, Transformers Age of Extinction confirms that he is alive. So here's a photo of the cards that I got from TFW 2005, and the third one on the left right there, you can see Roadbuster not being crossed out. So that confirms that he's still alive and KSI didn't hunt him down. So then what happened to Roadbuster? Where is he? As you guys know, Optimus did tell the Autobots to go into hiding sometime after the Battle of Chicago because the humans started to hunt them down. So we can assume one of two things. Either he's with Topspin in Cuba along with Agent Simmons, or he's just hiding somewhere around the Earth. Without any confirmation, we don't really know. I mean, the Decepticons could have got him, KSI could have got him after the cards were being made, like who really knows? But the KSI cards do give a good indication that he is alive and he's just most likely at Cuba. But of course, what do y'all think? Comment down below. This is Skids and Mudflap, this is Dino, and this is Sideswipe. Starting off with the twins, we do actually know what happened to them. When we go to the Dark of the Moon comics, we can see that after Ironhide died, Sentinel Prime actually went to go shoot at Bumblebee, but Skids sacrificed himself to save Bumblebee. Right after Sentinel shoots Skids, Mudflap gets mad and runs full force at Sentinel, and then Sentinel just kills him off too. As we go to Dino and Sideswipe, it does get really interesting and confusing. As you guys know, they weren't shown in Transformers Age of Extinction, so the only thing we can really go off of are the Cemetery win cards, and there's a bunch of them where it shows Dino alive, Dino dead, Sideswipe alive, Sideswipe dead. Like look, there's another one where it shows Sideswipe and Dino are dead. Here's one showing Sideswipe's dead. Here's one where it shows Mirage alive, and then there's another one that shows that he's alive. With the cards being inconsistent, it makes it hard to really know if they're alive or dead. So we can go off the evidence that we've seen, and there's a lot of people that have seen parts of Sideswipe either in Lockdown Ship or seen it at KSI, so we could assume that he's dead. When it goes to Dino, it gets even more confusing because he survived Dark of the Moon and he was technically supposed to be in Age of Extinction. And from what I've seen more cards with Dino alive than dead. I'm going to assume that he's still hiding, but when it comes to Sideswipe and Dino, there's not really a definitive answer on if they're alive or dead. So the only thing that we can really do is hope that Michael Bay brings them back in the next movie. This is Sam Witwicky. There's still some people that don't really know about what happened to him after Transformers Dark of the Moon. While there's nothing officially confirmed, let's go over what we know. In Transformers Age of Extinction, we already know that the Autobots went into hiding, but why? Well, if you didn't watch Transformers Age of Extinction, there was a group called the Cemetery Win. Basically, what they did is that they hunted down Autobots. I mean, we see this firsthand when they did my boy Ratchet dirty. But later on in the movie, Cade Yeager finds Optimus Prime and he saw there was a missile lodged in him, so he decided to pull it out. Hey, yo, pause. It took Optimus out of his stasis lock and he said something really interesting. Watch this. So if you didn't hear what he said, he basically said, Sam, run. He said, no, Sam, run. Which helped confirms that Sam Witwicky was with the Autobots when they got ambushed. So based on what we know and what Optimus said, there's a pretty good chance that Sam Witwicky did not survive the events after Transformers Dark of the Moon, and he most likely got took out by Cemetery Win. Although keep in mind, this is not official. He could be hiding. Knowing there's a new Transformers movie already confirmed, and with Michael Bay directing it. On top of that, there's rumors about Shia LaBeouf coming back. Who really knows, man? He could be alive.